Heather sent it to him, and the guy hung up. And Johanna doesn't know who he is.
Okay.
And they never addressed that. They just kept saying it was Johanna. And
What a bunch of retards.
Yeah, and Johanna was still hysterical. The next day, she just kept saying, I feel like somebody said something to get John going. I said, John's drinking. That's what's going on.
That's what it sounds like to me. He was drunk, and he did something drunk.
Yeah, and
he's relapsing.
And he couldn't be at work, because if you're at work, how do you text all day long? He was texting with his father all day long, because his father's that typical Italian who is gonna really protect his son. He laid into me, so I said, you don't know Johanna. He goes just like this, but I know Lori. In other words, Lori was, and I mean it, the way he said it, because Lori, John stayed with us, and John was doing good. Marie did not want John anymore, so we took John, and John ended up relapsing. I got him a job. Luke was ready to go out of his mind because he was living down cellar with him. And anyway, to make long story short, John ended up in the hospital. You know, he was tied to the bed when I saw him. Danny said, Joan, done. Not coming back here. I can't do it. Marie, who everybody loves, and she is nice, Danny reminded me, oh yeah, Joan, but when did you get up there? When were you put on the pedestal? I said, I know, but, you know, because Danny didn't, you know, he said, yeah, everybody loves Marie. Joan's a piece of crap. And your daughter's a piece of crap. Because after Lori, he relapsed and had to go out in the rescue, and that was it. You know, Lori couldn't do it. And then he talked about Lori as a mother, how bad she was, and that wasn't good. It ended up being really bad. But anyway, Mike, it was a mess. Terrible. Johanna was hysterical, crying. It was just awful. Awful. And then my sister finally was on her side, and but it was Anya, there should be no sides. John should have never believed that. I kind of lost my way. I got to turn around. You should have never believed it. You know, that Johanna first of all, Johanna at that time in the morning, she's out with Pudge. She's not going to take up that time to get on the phone and do, act stupid. Where is my,
What are you doing?
trying to put the, no, I don't have the map on.
Oh, what do you want?
I'm trying to put the,
oh, the defroster on.
Yeah.
I don't know how yours works, which one's what. I mean, that might do it.
Yeah, so it was awful. It was awful. Screaming. And that little baby was toddling around and never stopped screaming. I mean, never started crying. So I thought, this baby, you know, is used to it. All right, so it's just Michael Street right here, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, here it is. It just got lost. Yeah, it was awful. I was sick to my stomach. It was Johanna was screaming and crying. Then Johanna calls me up, and I said, Johanna, I just went there and you canceled your appointment. I said, because I hadn't been with my sister, and I thought it would be nice to be with her. I had no idea it was going to end up like that. It was terrible.